Daredevil. We all love him, and while even though he did appear in Spider-Man No Way Home and Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin appeared in Hawkeye, it's still not 100% sure, and probably never will be, if these characters are the same exact versions and will continue their stories from Netflix's shows. Most people, including myself, do see them as the same versions, especially since the actors themselves have made that clear, and unless told otherwise by Kevin Feige or through future projects, we'll continue to believe that. The main question everyone has now, whether you think the shows are canon or not, is will the Daredevil project take the story in another direction or continue from where season 3 left off on Netflix? Seeing how Kingpin and Daredevil will appear in Echo as well as other projects, it seems more likely that their stories will go in a different direction and become part of the larger MCU. But it's just been revealed that Netflix's deal is up, and while they did help to make the shows alongside Marvel Television, Daredevil and the rest of the Defenders shows are leaving Netflix on March 1st. And right before I started recording this, I saw that the same can be said for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Netflix will lose the rights to the show on the same day, March 1st. So it's now more possible than ever for the stories to be picked back up in the MCU. The one unfortunate piece of news is that these shows will most likely not make their way to Disney+, but rather be pushed over to Hulu or Star, since that's where most of the mature content ends up. Next, this is in my opinion a really weird way to do this. Jane Foster will become the Mighty Thor in Thor Love and Thunder like she did in the comics, but if you're familiar with those comics, you'll know that Jane had cancer. Now though, it seems like in the MCU, Jane's cancer will be a side effect of the Blip, and this to me doesn't really make sense, and isn't necessary. Like, why would cancer be a side effect of the Blip? It's just a disease people get. I don't really see a reason to make it a byproduct of the snap. What would make more sense is for her to have gotten cancer from the Aether. But then again, cancer isn't some mystical disease that needs a supernatural reason to happen. It just does. And lastly, I've seen things like this plenty of times before, but every single time, it blows my mind. They actually film underwater scenes underwater. Here we have an underwater scene from the set of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which given that Namor the Submariner will make his debut and play a large role in the movie makes sense. But yeah, they actually have underwater sets, the actors, and even full camera crews underwater. So it's going to be interesting to see how different this is from Aquaman, or how it holds up to either movie, since assuming that Black Panther 2 isn't delayed, it'll come out about a month before Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So you know there are bound to be plenty of comparisons between the two, for better or for worse. But let me know what you guys think about all this. Do you think the Netflix shows will come to Disney+? Will the same stories be continued, or will they go in a different direction? What do you think of Jane getting cancer from the Blip, and how excited are you to see the underwater scenes in Black Panther 2? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you will never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and remember to wash your hands and stay safe.